Cheers, everybody. We are back for another edition of Bourbon on a Budget, a rapid review of... We've been waiting a long time for this.
Banger.
I have.
Banger.
Toasted Barrel Michter's Bourbon. Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon.
Yeah.
The 2021 release. Still haven't cracked it. Maybe you can see that. Maybe you can on the video. But before he sent me a bottle of it,
Mr. Decadence himself.
Mr. Decadence himself sent us a sample. So
right.
I still have the 2018 open. I'm trying to work on that a little bit. We haven't cracked the 2021, but we are excited for it. So, Joe,
yes,
thank you for sponsoring this
episode.
Feel free to slide into my Venmo later.
Yep.
Yeah. But Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon. Excited for this. Nose on it is
creamy.
Absolutely
Ice cream.
great.
Vanilla ice
I just
cream.
threw some of it on my shirt.
No, it's waste. That was like $10 right there.
I got this retail.
Oh, okay.
So,
it's like vanilla ice cream. A little bit of marshmallow in there. I mean, that's
vanilla ice cream.
It's vanilla ice cream.
Look at that.
Creamy. What's our proof on this? I think it's a little bit lower. It's not like a barrel strength. It's 91.4. Okay, so it's not a huge proof bomb, right?
Yeah.
So it lets those creamy flavors come through, I think.
Man, I'd love to try this at a, we always talk about the barrel strength rye. I'd love to try this at a barrel strength. But yeah, it's super, this is desserty. Like vanilla ice cream, it's in a good, this would be, okay, I'm not saying you can't do it. I know you like plain things, just impersonal, just
plain things, okay.
Plain desserts.
Yeah.
But most people are not typically just cracking open a vanilla ice cream by itself.
Apple pie, maybe.
Correct. It's a good accompaniment.
Okay.
This is too. This would be a good dessert whiskey.
You would drink it with dessert.
Correct. Yeah.
I can't waste it. I can't waste that.
Can't waste the dessert or this.
Your palate will be overwhelmed with
sweetness.
A chocolate pie or something.
Well, typically I'm doing this after. So I don't typically drink when I eat anything anyway.
Okay. I thought you were prescribing that.
So I typically am doing whiskey after dessert.
Then yes.
And so
I'll be all in for that.
Like you go up to Burns, you go to the dessert room, you grab your King Midas or your whatever you got. This is not a commercial for Burns. Sorry, take that back. You grab your dessert, your generic dessert for Burns.
Blizzard.
No. I'm all about showing love to Burns, but I don't want to give out shout outs of all their. Macadamia Nut Sundae is the way to go, though.
It is.
It's so good. This
is so sweet. This is so sweet.
You have this after. You finish your dessert, and then you have this. Maybe you had this while they're making your dessert, too. Maybe before.
Yeah.
Then you have the dessert, then you have to finish off with this. But yeah, fantastic.
So sweet.
Okay.
So marshmallow. So vanilla.
That good, solid Michter's bourbon, which is great. Michter's, we've talked about this. When you look at all of the baseline bourbons, Four Roses, Woodford, Michter's, American Prairie is really good from High West. Michter, it's a little more. Michter's is typically going to be the $40 to $45 range as opposed to $30, $35.
Unless you go to gas bars, have it for $37.99.
And then you drop Bourbon on a Budget's name and get $5 off of that.
Geez.
$32 Michter's?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That is, it's cheaper than you can get High West American Prairie anywhere else.
This is a great.
So Michter's is a really solid. When
baseline stuff.
We just finished up the holidays.
Yes.
Kara made the bourbon chocolate pecan pie.
Yes.
Used Michter's for it.
Oh yeah.
Not this Michter's, the regular one.
Yeah.
So she used the Michter's 10.
Yeah.
But we love Michter's, and then the toasted finish on this, so sweet. And I love the finish. I mean, we talk a lot about finishes. You're a finish critic, without a doubt. But
true. That is very true. The nose is so ridiculously sweet.
Lower proof, but the finish holds on a little bit, mostly in flavor, not in strength. It's not. It's not kicking your butt or anything.
It doesn't sit. It's
91.
It's ethereal.
But it's a nice, sweet finish that's really, really good. This is. There's a reason this is so hard to find. It's Allocate, comes out once a year, maybe twice a year at times.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. This is desserty. I mean, obviously, this is right up my alley. Kara and I went a little over a year ago to St. Augustine. I've talked about this before on the show. Went to St. Augustine, and I saw the Toasted Barrel Bourbon up on, I think it was Social on Congress. Shout out that bar for turning me on to the Toasted Barrel Bourbon. They had it up for sale. They had Michter's 10, they had regular Michter's, they had a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
Tried this. and they rang me up. I think they rang me up for the regular Michter's bourbon price. So I was drinking these at like $8 a pour.
What a boss.
All night.
Yeah,
I had like
give me
4 of
3 of
them,
those.
you know, like keep it going. In St. Augustine, in Savannah, you
Savannah.
can
I
walk.
remember thinking, I was like, that's Savannah.
Yeah, in
He
Savannah,
enjoyed it so much he forgot where it was. That's how good it was.
you can
Open carry.
open carry.
Liquor.
Yes. I asked for a double as we were leaving, and we were
yeah.
like a 20-minute walk back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I got to enjoy a double for $16.
I know.
Like, gotta
What a
love
move.
that.
What a move. So good.
This is great. Obviously, tough to find. You know, secondary on this is around $350.
MSRP, 100, I think.
$100.
Yeah.
You know, anywhere from 80 to 100. I think the
It
ride
performs for $100.
Yes, for 80 to 100, if you can find it
is
there.
great. At 300, it's tough.
$350. But here's the other
I'd
thing.
want 105, 110 proof.
There's very few things that I would buy at 300 secondary.
Yeah.
Like a Pappy 15, I'd buy at 300 secondary.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like, but even that, like I'm drinking stuff at $300. And we've talked about value above replacement and just $300 is really tough for me to like enjoy. Like there's a reason I don't buy Wagyu beef either, right? Like,
that's all I buy.
Well,
A5.
I'm not there.
A5 only.
But you know, the value above what Costco serves is not there for me. Now maybe one day it will be, but it's not today. So yeah, secondary, I'm probably not buying this as much as I love it. Retail, if you can find this, you got a hookup, you got a plug. You can go to a bar and get this for $15 a pour or less. I think that's a good value.
It's worth trying.
Once you get up to 20, 25, I would try it there, but I wouldn't keep ordering it again and again and again. 20. I think what they were supposed to charge me in Savannah was $16 a pour, and he ended up charging me $8.
Yeah.
So it's at 15, 16 bucks a pour. I don't think that's bad. I think that's fine. But
I would say if this is like in your top 25 whiskeys to try, like a bucket list whiskey thing. I would say this is definitely on the list of like you have to.
You got to try this. Yeah. It's the best. Now I will say the rye is better.
Yeah.
If we were to do that, the rye would blow out of the water. Maybe we'll do a rapid review on that soon.
Yeah.
But the rye is definitely better. If you're not quite into rye, don't want the 110 proof that the rye offers. You want something a little bit easier drinker.
And the rye's cheaper on the secondary.
It's a little cheap. Well, because
outrageous.
Everything's just going up and up and up every year.
Well,
so anyway. Try this. This is great. They do the toasted barrel better than anybody. We've talked about. So Craig does a toasted barrel. 1910 is a toasted barrel. This is the king, and they do it better than anybody.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Try it.
Give me a rating.
It's tough to not go full homer. I'll go A. I won't go A plus, but I'll give it an A. I want to go A plus. It's so hard to find. For what you get it for, it probably is close to an A plus, but I'm going to give it an A.
I'm probably an A minus here, just on proof. If it was, give me like 10 more proof.
If this was freaked up some, I think
I'd be there. I'd be freaking there.
Doing backflips.
Yeah.
I'd love, okay, so we talked about the 1915. We blend 1920 and 1910 together. There's a Michter's Barrel Strength Rye and this, which is the Toasted Barrel Bourbon.
Yeah. Do we blend it?
I wouldn't blend all of both bottles, but I might blend both of. I might put 1 ounce. Yes, 1 ounce of each, and maybe do that twice so that you could have a 2 ounce and I could have a 2 ounce. Mm-hmm. Would we give you a third time for Brendan or no?
Sorry, Brendan.
Sorry, just twice. But blend 2 ounces from each, make 4 ounces together, and then sample it. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to send us a barrel strength Michter's. Again, hop in my DMs. I'm happy to accept that.
Yeah.
And we'll do some blending and do a rapid review.
We can pay you retail.
I'll just pay you in retweets or shout outs. That's
me too. I have 8 followers.
Yeah. For TJ Pittenger, myself.
And myself.
And Ben Cox.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.